All right, we are back. We got the Quebec Killer versus the Mathematician. Jacked up over this 7, trying to pot the 6 is not easy.
And this is a match on the B-side.
B-side match at the NAPT Division II Championships at Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona.
Welcome back to it.
I'm not sure she's got enough to pot this 7 in the top right.
Why does the video always stop before the match is over? Shouldn't stop before the match is over. We don't usually ever do that.
Well, it was long over when we stopped the video. That was not, it's not like the 9 was pocketed and we stopped it right away.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe that's on your end, Jackie. Hopefully only on your end.
Yeah, right? Tight cut on this 7 ball. And overcuts that. Wow.
If you're going to miss it, that's how you wanted to miss it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I would expect Natalie to pot this ball, though.
I would agree with you. I think I said the first time that we saw Natalie this weekend that
you guys were probably wondering what I was talking about there. We were watching a blank table.
Yeah, we were. She is one of the first ladies in the room and always working on her game. And pots it in, no problem.
No, she's going to have a tester on this 8 ball. Tricky little shot to slip this in the side. We got it now, Brian and Neil. Took us a minute.
Yeah.
Still letting lunch settle. I think that's what that was.
Lunch settle and it's chicken, so it's extra tired. She missed that good.
This is how you want to miss the ball, absolutely. We got it switched now, Denise. We're on it. Good looking out, though. Good looking out, guys. We got Ellen at the table right now.
Try to create some separation and go side rail, side rail. 8 ball on one, cue ball on the other.
That might be the shot here. That or I lag it to the bottom rail. Sort of just past the 9, and that creates even more separation.
Absolutely.
I think that's the shot here.
I think that's what she's looking at.
I think you hit 3/4 of the ball on the left-hand side. Inside juice helps it straighten out and helps hold the cue ball. All you got to do is get the speed correct. Oh, she came with the thin it and try to get behind the 9. I liked the idea, but tough shot.
Very tough shot. How's it going, Mike and Susan? Thanks for tuning in. And guys, if you are new to Q Sports Live, it is myself. My name is Grant, sitting beside the one and only Mr. Ben Franchise Francis. We are your commentators for the weekend. We appreciate you tuning in here to Q Sports Live. And if you are new to Q Sports Live, make sure you've gone on to either our Facebook page or YouTube channel. And either click the like or subscribe button, and you'll be notified each and every time we go live. You'll be able to join in on the action.
And you might as well just do both.
Yeah, may as well. So is Natalie going back to the side pocket? She is.
Great shot.
I actually really like that because she just missed that side pocket 2 shots ago. And she goes right back to it.
So we'll find out if it's 1-1 or if it's 2-0 Natalie. It is indeed
1-1.
1-1. In this race to 7 on the B side, loser is out. Winner will continue on. They are both in the money, though. They paid 32 out of the 64 ladies in the field. First prize in this is going to get $1,600 US dollars.
USD, the best kind of money.
Which is considerable amount for Natalie being from Canada.
Absolutely. She gets a 30% raise just by being from Canada. Although you could balance that out with an extra 30% cost.
Right. All right, let's watch the 2-ball in the bottom left. Straight in the heart. She's getting a good look at the 1 here.
Absolutely.
1 to the 3, 3 to the 4. Nice and close down there on one side of the table.
Yeah. And if you notice there, guys, this is one of the things I really like about these ladies' divisions is you look at the sportsmanship shown. Yeah. And Ellen just went to the table after Natalie broke and pulled the rack off the table. So for any of the new players that are out there, that's the kind of sportsmanship we want to display. That's what we'd like to see.
Solid, solid respect shown. These are 9-foot tables, Tasha and Millie. I wish we could help you.
Yeah.
But my phone bill is up there as well.
We need help with our phone bill. Are they playing on 7-foot or 9-foot? These are 9-foots. The one that they are playing on here is a 9-foot diamond table, 4 1/4-inch pocket, pro cut rail.
That's why you saw that 1-ball hang-ups, because the shelf is deep.
It is a very deep shelf. And a little bit close to the work there for Ellen.
She's going to thin this and try to get behind the 8. Worst case, she's going to leave a lot of distance. I don't think trying to cut this ball in is a good option, but it is an option.
And just a little side note of information on Ellen at the table here. She is a math wizard. She is a math professor, which, as we saw yesterday in her ability to kick and bank, being a math wizard does certainly help.
No problem, Tom King. I've plugged you a handful of times to some of the ladies in the room that I know like to travel. But we will continue to plug you as the event goes on. Mr. Tom King runs a memorial tournament for his sister in Billings, Montana. It's a ladies-only event with some added money in a great room. It is not open. There is a Fargo cap. So I'm going to scroll through my messages and find the tournament poster.
What size are the pockets? They are 4 1/4-inch pockets, which is what you typically find on a diamond table. Now, there are some that are shimmed out a little bit less than that. There's one in the house here that is a 4 1/8 pocket.
So I'll just give a quick plug here for Mr. Tom King. Crystal Parker Red Robe Memorial Women's Pool Tournament, March 29th to 31st at the Fraternal Order of Eagles in Billings, Montana. It's a AA and AAA division has 2,500 plus added. The A/B division has 1,500 plus added. The entry fee is $50 for returning players, which means if you played last year, only $50, $65 for new entrants. Entries capped at 32 for both brackets, 6 places paid. Handicap races, Fargo rate cap of $565. No pros, tour or event within past 3 years. Tournament coordinator decisions are final. BCA rules with 1-minute shot clock. Full field Calcutta at 6 p.m. on March 29th. Play begins immediately after. No green fees, 6 diamond bar boxes. Additional donations are welcome. You can mail all donations and entries. They're due by Friday, March 22nd. You can mail that to Crystal Parker Red Robe Memorial Tournament. Thomas King Jr. So you can look up that tournament poster online as well, or if you're interested in that, I can send you the poster. They'll also do looks like they got a draw for a Predator package as well during that tournament. So
very nice.
If you're in the Billings area, definitely check it out.
And it looks like Ellen here might look at this billiard off the 7 into the bottom right-hand corner. And to perfection, I might add.
It's a great shot. Edwidge, I will send you that poster.
Absolute perfect shot there. Nice look at the table. Showing a little table knowledge there. Putting the 4 into the bottom left-hand corner. 2 rails around. Tricky shape on the 5 ball here, though.
All right, that is sent to you, Edwidge. Hopefully some of the ladies here can make it out, show a little support for that event. It's a great event put on by Mr. Tom King. Show a little love for his late sister. Twofer, says Sean. It was a twofer. Well, she's going to be kicking at this 5.
That is a tough hit right there with that 8 ball sitting that close to the 5 ball.
Oh.
Almost kicks that to perfection.
That was a really good shot. She had nothing but kick safe in mind there.
Absolutely.
If she didn't hit the horns, she was getting even more safe.
And I don't think that Ellen can see this ball to make it.
I don't think so either. And if she can, that side pocket's coming into play a little bit.
You bet.
I'll find some names for the ladies on the other table, and we'll give you guys the split screen in a minute. They just started that match over there, so we'll watch a little bit of this one first.
They don't have their names written on scorecards yet.
And the bracket is not quite updated to that point in the tournament on the B side, so I'll give these ladies a minute and I'll try to find out the names. You got that right, Gail. Beautiful shot from Natalie there. Dropped a little knowledge on us with the kick safe. I like it.
Almost to the kick make.
Nearly kicked it right in the side pocket. Ellen's eyeing this up like she can see enough to maybe roll this in the corner. Overcut it. She's not selling out though.
Nope.
This isn't going to be easy. I may be inclined to try to bank the 5 and go into the 9 here.
I was just thinking the same thing. Are you going to try for the 9?
Try to make both.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make both. Anytime I can try to make 2 balls, I'm usually going to go for it.
Yeah, you're a big time saver type of shooter.
I love the time saver. We got Vero on watching her gal Natalie. Welcome, Vero.
She did exactly that. And still is safe here.
That 5 ball doesn't want to give a look to either one of these ladies.
Neither one of them want to have the other have a look at it. They're both playing really smart.
So I wonder if she drills this bank. She might drop a little math on us here and
Yes.
find the angle for the bank.
I agree. She did it a couple of times yesterday.
I feel like the correct shot here is to overcut the 5 and try to get the cue ball behind the 9. But if you like the bank, I'll never disagree with that.
I don't mind the bank, judging by the angle of what we're seeing on the screen. But again, the screen is not always true to what they're seeing. But
this could be one of the times where the math gets in your head a little bit.
A little bit.
Thinking that it actually won't go, judging from the angle, but you can hit it hard and get it straightened out.
You just have to, and that's a little bit of knowledge, right? As you get a little bit higher up in skill level, the harder you hit a ball, the straighter it comes off the rail. So on those off-angle bank shots, a little bit of speed will be your friend.
She didn't miss the pot by much. She caught the horn.
Not at all. Very close.
Off the 5 into the 9 might have been a good shot too, Sean. Let's see what Natalie can do here.
Oh, she tried the back cut.
Oh, good chance for Ellen here.
And
retake the lead.
With the way that she plays, I would suspect her to get out here.
Trigonometry can be useful if you play this game, let me tell you.
Well, and it can definitely help your cause if you happen to be a math professor. That's not going to hurt. 5 ball bottom left off a rail out. 7 ball to the same pocket.
Good stroke there. Got the option here. You can play forward or you can just play the draw, and I think I like the draw. That way you don't have to travel the cue ball more than you need to.
See, and I'm a fan of the forward motion.
That's a feel shot.
It is a feel shot.
Feel shot.
I feel like if I draw that, I bring this side pocket into play. And I'd rather not bring side pocket into play.
Tasha, that almost sounds like a Daft Punk song.
It really does.
Harder, straighter, softer, wider.
Good one, Ben. Good one.
I see what you did there, Tasha. She liked the forward. Can't argue that position.
Not at all. She hit that good. Now this one I'm going to draw. With this 8 ball here, I'm drawing just a touch off the end rail and back up.
This is the shot where Shane just plays this with outside and makes it look like he hit it with draw.
Yep.
It's a tricky little shot, but if you can master it, it's huge in this game.
Yep.
Because then you don't need to hit it harder than pocket weight, really.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you suck in math if you're going to give me 10-6 in one pocket, Todd. Good shot there.
Very good. This will give a 2-1 lead back to Ellen. And I suspect this is going to be a battle the whole way through.
I would have to agree.
Neither one of these ladies are wanting to give up much. So I kind of like how this match is heading. We could have our first hill here.
With any luck. Give the fans what they want to see. Thanks, Steffi.
Yeah, thank you.
They made just like me and Grant as much as they liked me and you.
Yes. Yes, this is true. We've had a lot of good compliments this weekend.
A lot, yeah.
And Steph, are my boys watching? Let me know.
Yeah,
missing my boys this weekend.
We'll give them a shout out.
Absolutely.
So I'm kind of hoping at some point these ladies on the other table will tell us what their names are if they would like to be on the stream.
That would be great.
If not, I feel like maybe we'll just stay on this table.
That's perfect, because we are here for a good time. We're not just here to give the play-by-play. There's times that we go off onto our little tangents. We might make you laugh. Sometimes we might make you cry. But it's all good fun with good intention. Steph says don't get carried away now. All right, Ellen up. For the break.
Let's watch this 7 ball in the bottom right and the one towards the side. If I had
7 went in the side. Something else went into the bottom right.
If I had any piece of advice for Ellen, it would be to work on her bridge on her break.
Good advice.
Got to flatten it out. Work on the closed bridge off the rail.
Yep.
That way you're not jacking up and hitting down on the ball.
That being said, she's got a pretty good look at the table here.
Worked pretty good, so what do I know? We'll ask them,
Are
but
we-
not while they're in the middle of a game.
Are we writing Hallmark cards over here? Yep.
David. Doubtful that'll ever happen.
Okay, if that ever happens, turn us off.
Yeah. What's the secret?
The love of the game.
That is the secret.
That is exactly what it is.
Orange juice and Coca-Cola.
Orange juice and Coca-Cola. It would have to be for the love of the game in order for us to carry on and keep doing what we're doing.
Well,
But that's, you know what? It's actually one of the perhaps the unique qualities of Q Sports Live is all that are involved really truly do love this game. This is what we do it for. What are the cameras we use? Depends. We have 2 Sony 4K cameras. That's the ones you're currently viewing right now. We also have a PTZ that will kind of roam and sneak into crowds. It'll give you shots of the room. It is a pan, zoom, and tilt, almost 360 degree.
And that's made by PTZ Optics. Not cheap, but definitely worth the price.
Definitely not cheap. That PTZ Optics is in the range of about 3K.
Canadian dineros, 3K.
3K Canadian dollars, which is roughly $4 US.
If you exchange at the airport,
If you exchange at the airport, yeah.
which we almost did.
No, not we.
I almost did.
Ben almost did until I said, hey, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You want $167 for 100 Canadian or US dollars?
Crazy talk.
That would have been insane.
Nice smart shot by Natalie there.
Very smart. She might have left the outside edge of the 5, though.
Yeah, I think she did, but I don't know how much you can do with it. Might just have to flick it and try to leave it long.
I think so, too. I can't quite tell how much of that she has. But even to flick that, you're gonna send the cue ball not even back towards the side rail with that angle.
Yeah, it'll track towards that top right.
Yeah. So do you hit this with pace and go around the table 3 rails? Leave the 5 ball more to the right-hand side and try to bury the cue ball down to the bottom left?
Yeah, actually, I really like that shot. Good call, sir. Good call. Little
Might
pace.
be learning this game.
3 rails. If you can get to the 4th and the 5th rail,
That's perfect.
then you're laughing. And I wouldn't really worry too much about where the 5's going. I'm just trying to get the cue ball right.
Yeah, just get the cue ball back to the bottom left-hand side of the table.
I think that's the play here. Unless she can see the left side of the 5, in which case
Then it's a spank bank.
then you can do whatever you like with it.
See, now she underhit this, which is still not terrible.
It's not
But
bad.
if she would have hit that with pace, I think I like that better.
The line was pretty good to go around 3 rails there.
Yeah.
I would have to agree.
Because now what this leaves is the 5 ball cut to the right hand, and you're going to send the 9 moving.
That's the shot here. And if you're going to miss it, you got to undercut it.
Yeah.
Just like that. Undercut it.
A little hard on the pace, but otherwise, great shot.
Right idea. Good opportunity for Ellen here to take a 3-1 lead.
Hey, my boys are tuning in, so give me 2 minutes here, guys, because I need to say hi to my boys, both Brandon and Dylan. I miss you, boys. Be good for your mama.
What's up, Brandon and Dylan?
We could have everybody say hi to my boys if
For
you
sure.
feel so inclined. Brandon and Dylan are my boys. They just tuned in to watch.
This cue ball froze up on the 9. I think she's got safe here. Relatively easy 1 rail hit, but not a lot of good things can happen.
You would have to put a major stroke on that 5 ball to get to the 6, whether you're playing tops or bottom on that.
Yeah, and that's assuming she could see it. I'm not so sure she can see it. I feel like she's maybe frozen to the 9.
So it is a very good thing for me that I have a pretty understanding wife and a pretty understanding boys. It's kind of one of the blessings I get, that when I do come to work at Q Sports Live, if they are missing their dad, they can always jump onto the live stream. I'm sure Ben's son is the same way, gets to listen to his dad on the live stream. It's kind of a cool little feeling.
It is. He watches quite often when I play. I don't know if he listens in too much.
Yeah.
Might be a little boring for him at 6 years old, but he likes to watch.
Yeah.
I know his mother's pretty good with tuning in every once in a while when I'm playing.
Absolutely.
Well, she had
put
enough.
the stroke on. Wow.
She did have enough. There you go, Brandon and Dylan. You guys are famous.
Absolutely. My boys are 9 years old. That's Brandon. My youngest is Dylan at 6 years old. I'll be right back here, guys.
Sorry, guys. Grant just had to step away for a second there. We're having some issues with people tripping over somebody else's extension cord. So he's just going to tuck that away, maybe taper down a little bit. Meanwhile, Natalie is extremely hooked on this 6 ball. So it looks like we got one name on the other table. I'll see if I can figure out the other name, and then I'll give you guys the split screen view in a moment here. First, we'll see if Natalie can contact the 6 off one rail. This is not an easy hit. She's done really well. Great hit. Great hit. That was a fantastic shot. And she's got the best of it. This Natalie looks very composed here. I think this is going to be one of the better matches of the day. All right, looks like we got some names on the other table. All right, there we go. We got names. We can send you over to our split screen. Carol leading 1-0 versus Kelly. Meanwhile, on the other table, we got Ellen with a shot on the 6. Hanging in the jaws up there. It's a long way back for the 8-ball.
It is, especially when you're somewhat hampered by the 8-ball. They lit up, thanks everybody. That's awesome.
Gotta love it.
I do. Paul, there's a chance that we're the same age. I come in somewhere around the 44-year range.
Around.
What kind of tournament is going on? This is the NAPT Division II Championships. This is an all-ladies event. Played at a... Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
We're at Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it is a beautiful day here in Phoenix.
I think Carol wanted to be not on the rail shooting this 6. This is going to make getting on the 7 quite a bit tougher.
Then we are the same age, Paul. Although I just had my birthday. Mine was in January.
Sounds good, Gail. We'll forgive you for that.
Oh, man. Marinating steaks and putting potatoes on the bake. Send me the address. I'll be there for dinner.
Baked potatoes and steak.
Bring it.
You had me at marinating.
Yeah. Yeah. Natalie kind of gets a little bit of a jelly roll from that 9-ball to shove out of the way.
Yeah.
Good things happened in the 70s. You know it.
Anytime, Gail says. How about right now? It's as good as time as any.
Absolutely. I don't know where you're from, but we'll fly.
We'll travel for marinated steak.
You got it. 2 Alberta boys, you can't say marinated steak and not get our attention.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely caught my attention.
Yeah.
There it is. By Natalie squares it up at 2. I do think this has the makings of a hill.
I kind of figured that right from the start.
At worst, I would figure a 7-5 win for either of these gals, but we'll see. Only time will tell. South Saskatchewan, that's not far from home.
No. We could be there in like 6 hours when we're at home.
When we're at home, yeah.
Are you teaching the boys to be the next pros? I'll tell you. So we do have a table at the house. And for those that don't know, Stephen Halem is living with my wife and I, with his wife and young baby. And my eldest, Brandon, has challenged Stephen and said, I'm not going to stop until I beat you. So he's got all kinds of competitive nature, which I had at that age. And I will absolutely encourage him to play pool.
Yeah, if that's what he loves to do, then absolutely. And we were talking about opportunity. Those boys are going to have some good opportunity to go places in this game that other children do not have the same opportunity.
Well, I'm not Stephen Halem, but I'm no slouch with a cue. I can hold one. I know what to do with it. I know which end to shoot with.
We travel lots.
We travel lots.
You have a table in your house.
We have a table at the house.
Which is something I never had growing up.
Growing up, my brother, you still aren't grown up. Have you seen the size of yourself?
So I still don't have a table while I'm growing up.
There you go. Much better.
All right, it looks like Kelly's tied this up at 1. I'm thinking both of these matches should be pretty good.
They are going to be good. Look at this bank. It is Saturday, but the banks are open here at Bullshooters.
Kenny.
Ellen makes it look easy.
Stevens' Fargo rating is 752. So he's not bad.
Yeah, he knows what side of the queue to use. Here's everybody talking about marinating steaks and baked potatoes, and Ben and I just had chicken fingers and fries.
Mind you, the fries were delicious. The chicken wasn't too bad.
Ben Francis, I believe last I checked, was 704.
19, I hope, still.
719?
Last I checked, I was 719.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
I think
It
like
was 719.
Joe or Eric is 704.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, 719. My bad.
Which
I dropped you a little in caliber there.
If
My apologies.
If I could stay at 719, that would just be swell. I could
Yes.
still play BCA teams.
Absolutely.
But now, out of curiosity, I got to know, right?
I am nowhere even close to that. Although I'm not sure that my Fargo rating is a true reflection as of yet.
Yeah, Steven and I have over 3,000 games, so it is a true reflection of how we play.
I think I've got 400 and some odd.
Until you're up around the 1,000-game mark, it won't be that accurate.
Yeah. And I think mine says I'm a 594, but I feel like I play a little better than that.
719, still holding strong at 719.
Attaboy. So where would you put me in Fargo?
Well, you're a 594 with 507 games. So
Yeah.
over 500 games, you're getting closer to being accurate.
Somewhat.
So if you're a 594, but you beat me at Stampede Bar Box, you're like a 650-ish
That's where I peg myself.
on a bar box.
On a bar box. Not on a 9
On
foot.
a 9 foot, you're like
I'm
a
a
450.
300.
Yeah. No, I'll give you 450 on the 9.
I won't give me that. I play no good 9 ball. I might be able to commentate 9 ball on a 9 foot, but I can't play it. I'm a better teacher than I am the executor on a 9 foot table.
Yeah, do what I say.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Not what I do.
Oh man, Paul, come on, man, you're breaking us over here.
Well, you got to have some barbecue sauce in there. How do you marinate without barbecue sauce? Is that even possible?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got to have some garlic in there too.
Oh,
Gail,
you gotta have garlic.
Gail brings up a very, very good point there. Pepper and garlic.
I can't do the pepper thing. Like green peppers and I can't. That's not me. Not even onion.
Well, that wouldn't be a marinade.
Yeah.
The bell peppers.
No, can't have peppers.
I think like.
Now you're asking me for a salsa here. I want to marinate a steak, not eat chips and salsa.
Right.
Ellen.
Good shot. Good shot by Ellen
back and
there.
forth, these girls.
They're trading blows. Trading blows. This has the makings of a barn burner.
It sure does. This could actually be our very first Hill match.
Which will be nice to see. I'd like to see a little pressure happening here.
We'll get there, Monica. No worries. We have been commentating this for 2.5 days, so if we go off on a tangent, that's the way it is.
And Monica, you're more than welcome to come on down and sit in our spot.
Absolutely.
We'll definitely accommodate guest commentators if you're getting bored of listening to us.
You bet. Come on down. We'll fit you up with a mic.
It's not as easy as you might think.
We might make it sound like it is from time to time.
Especially with 2 tables. And
Yeah.
we know you guys like the split screen, so we give you what you like. But from a commentator's perspective,
It's a nightmare.
2 tables is a nightmare. So we'll go off on tangents quite often.
Absolutely.
Most of the time we do talk about the game. Every once in a while somebody will talk about marinating a steak and we'll go off.
Yeah, and you can't do that. We're 2 Alberta boys. You can't talk about steak and us not go on a tangent. Come on.
Meanwhile, there is a little pool tournament going on here. You're right. It is a rough job, Monica. Trust me. Thankless and underpaid.
I will confirm both of those are pretty accurate.
But we got a full day of pool today and tomorrow to go. You guys would be bored if we only talked about pool for that entire time.
I'll tell you what. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I've ever once commentated a tournament for 4 days and just talked pool.
That would be
It's
crazy.
impossible.
That would be crazy.
My brain would explode. Nobody wants that. That would be a big mess everywhere.
Don't kid yourself. It'd be a little mess.
Oh, Ben franchise comes with it.
Oh, wow. Paul, that is absolutely hilarious. Her last name is Shish Kebab.
Oh my God, I never even seen that.
That is really funny. That is easily the funniest comment of the entire day. Complaining about food talk when your last name is Shish Kebab. Oh, sorry, Monica. You kind of set yourself up for that one. Paul was paying attention.
Paul was paying. I didn't even notice.
Me either.
I would never have noticed.
Oh, I'm dying here too, Paul. That is hilarious.
That is irony at its best.
Oh, that is good. That is really good. Anyway, nice shot by Natalie there. Good shape on this 3 in the side. Should lead to the 4 nice and easy. Gail noticed but zipped it. Very good, very good. Actually, I think at some point during the weekend, we'll probably have Eleanor Collado sit in for a little while.
She did say she was going to come over here at some point today, actually.
And possibly I saw Sarah Miller in the room as well, another very knowledgeable player.
Absolutely. Couple of ladies in the house of the pro caliber.
We'll see if we can get you guys some guest commentators at some point today or tomorrow. Well, let's see what Ellen can do here to get on the 4.
Oh, she was on the 4 good. However,
she did get on the 4 good.
However, missed one of the key ingredients, which is not a marinade in this case. Just to bring that full circle.
You brought it right around. All right, good shot by Natalie. Looking pretty good here. 5 to the 6 is going to be a little tricky.
Indeed. Oh, Paul, come on now. You can't take offense to that. There's no way that Monica can take offense there.
No. Sure.
It's all in good fun. I think we prefaced that before we even went on our tangent.
Absolutely. Wow.
That 4 kind of leaked out there a little bit.
It did.
Off that side rail.
So
I kind of feel like it caught a roll or something there.
Maybe a little skid or something, yeah. So do you go with the 9 ball here?
Good, Monica. I'm glad. Never take offense to that kind of stuff because that was honestly funny.
That was really funny.
Sorry, you were asking me something?
I was going to say, would you hit the left side of the 4 and go at the 9, but she played a smarter shot.
I like that shot, yeah.
And Natalie came with one of the biggest strokes I've seen today to get on that 6 ball. She absolutely peered the 5 ball in and drew full table and got absolutely perfect on the 6 ball.
What's a good break cue around 300?
Thumper.
The thumper. They're not around 300, but
it depends what your definition of around is.
yeah, I suppose. But the thumper is about to take this market by storm, let me tell you. We have them coming in. They are 4 1/4, I think. But it hits like a BK Rush, and on top of the breaking cue, you get a jump cue because it is a jump break, and the jump cue is disgusting. It hits so easy, and the same as the break.
And that is around 300. That's not much more. Definitely worth the extra 125
well, you pay
bucks.
the extra $125, and you have a 2-for-1, right?
You get the 3-piece jump break,
and that hits like like a sledgehammer. It hits like a BK Rush and jumps like an IQ. That's what I would recommend.
I would recommend that as well. It is called a thumper made by Jacoby.
The butt end is made by Jacoby, but you cannot get it from Jacoby. Do not order it from Jacoby. They won't know what you're talking about.
Really? Because it's on their website.
Yeah. Can't order it from Jacoby, as far as I've been told.
They advertise it on their website.
They advertise it, but you can't buy it there.
Okay.
Because it's only the butt that is made by them. It's the shaft and the tip is made by Mr. Splooge. So if you do want one, send us a message on the Q Sports Live page. We'll get back to you with how we can hook you up. Oh.
What classifies a pool player a pro? That's a great question, Karen. Pretty much nothing at this point. I mean, on the ladies' tour, there's more of a
defined process?
Yeah, more of a defined process. On the men's side, there really is no definition of a pro.
There's not. There's no way of declaring it. You are self-declared at that point.
Absolutely, yeah. My definition of a pro at anything is when you do it for a living.
That's right.
If you pay your bills by playing pool, you're a pro.
Yeah. Do any of you guys use one? We have all of ours on the way.
Yeah, then you'll definitely see me using it. I'm in need of a new break cue.
Yes, you are.
Soon. But the one I use works just fine for now.
Almost makes the 6 with the double hit.
Very nearly.
Once we get those in, guys, you'll see everybody on CSL using those. Myself, Ben, Ryan, we will all be using the T3. On top of that, you'll see Ben and Ryan firstly. They are going to be getting the Jacoby Black shaft. So they will have that prior to myself.
So Ellen takes a 2-game lead now. We'll see if Natalie can respond. It will be her break.
I really hope we have them by the Canadians. I'm hoping they were supposed to be in a couple of weeks ago, and there was some issues with the tips. They get their tips out of Germany, and when they sent them over, they were all busted and cracked. So we don't know whether that was because of shipping and handling or what just happened with them. So they are going to be a little bit delayed, but we are hoping we get them in sooner than later. And if you are ever around a tournament that we're in, once we have those cues and breaking cues, and you want to test hit, by all means come up. Ben will give you his cue, or Ryan will give you his. I'll give you my breaker. take them out for a test run.
Absolutely.
They will hit every bit as good as what we say they do.
Yeah, we're not just blowing smoke. They hit good.
Carroll takes a 2-1 lead over Kelly.
And Natalie to break. All right, let's watch that 4 in the bottom left and the 1 in the side. One in the side. 4 just missed.
And she's got a good look at the 2 ball.
This is a real good look. The only tough ball here is going to be the 3 to the 4 and the 4 to the 5 if you don't land really good on the 4.
Yeah. So the Bob Danielson 360 compared to the Jacoby, can't really compare them. One is a custom-made shaft. The other is more or less a production shaft.
And one's wood, one's carbon fiber.
Yeah, one's wood, one's carbon fiber. I will be playing with both, without a doubt.
Yeah, myself included.
So it depends on the game that you're playing. I tend to find that if I'm playing on, for example, on a 9-foot tournament, I'm not going to use the Jacoby Black. I'll use the Jacoby Black more on a 7-foot table. I'll use the Bob Danielson on the 9s.
And
that has to do with my deflection and the amount of juice I play.
And I'll be doing a test run on both.
Yeah.
To see which one works better where, but we shall see once it arrives how I feel about it.
I only know that because of the Mickelson that I used to play with the 0 deflection. So I know that on a 9-foot table, I'm going to be using the SS360, which is low deflection. Absolutely, Paul. You just send us a message onto the Q Sports Live page, and I'll get back to you. It might be a little bit. You'll have to give me kind of into the evenings or maybe Sunday evening before I can get back to you. But just let me know which ones you want, whether you're referring to the SS360 or the Jacoby Black. But my Jacoby Black will be played with on the 7-foot tables. Q-Tech has fiber shafts just as good, right? I don't honestly know. I haven't tried the Q-Tech. I've tried the Revo shaft. Compared to the Jacoby, I will take Jacoby all day long.
And I've heard that from a lot of different people that they like the Jacoby better than the Revo. Not to knock the Revo, but
no, for sure.
Just seems to be the common consensus.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the taper that's involved on the Jacoby rather than no taper on the Revo. The Revo shaft, I think the lowest it goes is 12.4. The Jacoby Black shaft comes standard at 12.3.
So let's see if Ellen plays the bank in the side here. I think she does. She's actually eyeing up the 2 rails safe, banking the 5 to the bottom rail, sending the cue ball 2 rails behind the 7-8.
Smart shot.
This is a very smart shot.
That is dropping some table knowledge right there.
Oh,
beautifully executed.
How good did she hit it?
Yeah, I've heard Mez has one on the way as well. I think listen, Predator kind of led the way with the carbon fiber shafts. You're going to have every manufacturer out there start to manufacture them.
Well, they all got to keep up with Predator.
Well, I mean, when you look at the Revo compared to the Jacoby, I like the Jacoby simply because of the taper. Feels like I'm playing with a normal shaft. When I play with the Predator, it feels like I'm playing with a 2x4.
It is
right? Not to
very
say that
stiff.
It doesn't hit good.
It's very stiff.
It's just really thick and bulky and cumbersome to me. But that's why I really, really like that Jacoby shaft. It tapers really, really nicely. On the top of that, the tip size at a 12.3 suits me way, way, way better.
And that might be where I struggle a little because that's much thinner than I'm used to.
Yeah.
But I'm sure I can adjust. And who knows, it might even...
Oh, it'll get you right tuned in accurate.
Yeah, it might even add a little shot here and there, but it's going to take away a little shot here and there. So we'll see how it balances out.
Yeah.
I'll definitely give it a good chance. So I'll spend at least a solid month getting used to it.
Yeah. That just means you'll need a Bob Danielson for a Predator Unilock. Okay, Paul, so you and I are the same age, and we'll be playing with the same cue. I have a Predator icon that I play with as the butt with the Bob Danielson shaft. So I have exactly what it is you will be playing with, which is a Unilock joint.
This 6 ball does not want to be pocketed.
It does not want to find its home.
And on the left-hand table, Ellen has a bit of a tester on this 7 ball here.
So with the angle that you see there, Ben, on that 7 ball, are you just going to kind of featherweight or pocket weight the 7 in and just kind of rub the 8?
Rub the 8,
and
absolutely.
And that gives you position on the 8 ball as well?
Or how about just freeze her up?
Play perfect safe.
That's not bad, but I feel like a lot of players kick this ball in or kick and get safe. So this might be a free shot for Natalie.
Anytime you're back at the table after your opponent has the option to shoot or play safe, you're back at the table, it's always a free kick.
I'm happy to be shooting here, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So she can play one rail and try to pot this, or she can play one rail and try to hit it full and bank it all the way down table and try to hold the cue ball right where the 7 is now. I feel like you could pocket it in the top left, but you got to watch that cue ball heading.
That scratch to the right.
It would head right towards the top right. Oh, she tried to play the side to side. Didn't miss-hit it by much. But yes, Ellen played a very smart shot there, Tasha. That is correct.
She did. And if she can get that game, or this game, that'll put her 5-2.
Never heard of Hicks sticks, David. Western Illinois is a little out of our backyard. Edwidge, I believe the entry was 125 for this event. I only say that because I saw the first round of payouts are 125.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that they're paying you out at least your entry fee back.
Yeah. I would assume the same. Oh, she thinned it too much.
I do know that first prize is $1,600.
Not a bad little payday.
Not bad for 4 days' work, I'd say.
And really, when you're playing the game you love, is it really work?
It's never work if it's something you love. That's why you see Grant and I sitting here for 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's not work. We love it.
Look outside pocket.
Oh, that's going to tie this match up at 2.
It will, yeah. She got unlucky there.
And Natalie's got a good chance to claw one back. She has to win this game. Do not want to be down 5-2 to Ellen. She's
absolutely, that's
too much of a force.
Massive swing from 4-3 or 5-2.
This could be one of the deciding games in this match. We'll see if she can stay down on this ball and pot it in the bottom left and get some kind of shape on the 9.
So are you going to put a little bit of heat on this and come across the table for the 9 ball to the same pocket?
To the same pocket, absolutely.
Just outside, but missed it on the good side.
Yeah, she got the right 2 horns there. The correct 2 horns as to not sell out. So we'll see what the math professor can come up with here.
Yeah. We'll see if her trigonometry training helps her out.
Oh, we're glad you're enjoying it, Nikki. Thanks for tuning in. Edwidge with the payouts. There you go. All the brackets and the payouts are on the playnapt.com website. Under the Arizona tab, I believe.
Really nice safety there. Containing safety.
Containing, as they would say. And I think Kelly's got to reach for the short cue here and jump over the 6.
And Natalie just overhit that, leaves the 8 ball sitting right perfect in front of the bottom left-hand corner here.
She's going to be in big trouble here if Ellen can make these 2 balls and take a 5-2 lead. Natalie's going to be in big trouble. Okay, I see what Kelly did there. I thought she was hooked, but that was off the break, so she did have the option to push. And really not a bad push.
Divinicus, I believe is how you say it. I have definitely heard of them.
Yeah, that is one of the more popular ones out there as far as custom cue makers go. Oh, Ellen has got a little funny on this 9 ball.
She has.
So let's see if she comes with the extension or with the mechanical bridge.
I almost like the extension here because you need to chop this in the bottom right-hand corner with a little bit of right-hand bottoms.
She's maybe tall enough to just reach this without any assistance required. I believe she is tall enough to give this the reach.
Advantage tall.
Still a little bit of a reach, but yeah, she's going to go for the extension, I believe.
I think so too.
Looks like she's got a 12-inch extension there, at least that long. It's on the longer side of an extension.
It
that one.
absolutely is.
But I probably plug this all the time. The best thing I ever bought for my cue. The screw-in extension.
Look out, corner pocket. All right, stroke test for Natalie. Shooting out of the pocket on a long shot from downtown.
This is a big shot. Let's see if she can come with it here.
And guys, I'm going to jump off here for about 5 minutes and be right back.
Well, she did hit it pretty good. She didn't miss by much considering the difficulty level of that shot. And she hasn't left it overly easy for Ellen here with the cue ball right tight to the rail and a lot of distance between the 9 and the pocket. So this will require a good stroke. Absolutely, Paul. The extension and learn to play a little opposite-handed is a nice option to have on some shots to just switch hands. You'll see mostly all the best players in the world play fairly proficient with both hands. She's missed it. Has she banked it in? She has not. Okay. A couple extra chances for Natalie here. She'll be happy she's not down 5-2. As long as she can pot this 9 and avoid any kind of unforeseen scratch on the cue ball. The unforeseen scratch in the side. 2 horns and just stays up. Okay, 4-3 over there. Yeah, pretty much eliminates the need for a rest on almost any table minus a 12-foot snooker table, where you better be good with the rest on those big tables, I tell ya. So it looks like Ellen's gonna take this opportunity to take her 5-minute break, so I'll switch you guys over to the single screen view. And it looks like Kelly is very hooked on this one, and the jump is not a good option with the 2 ball hampering the bridge and the contact on the cue ball to get over the 3-5. So the kick shot is on here. 1 rail, send the 1 ball towards the side, ideally. Well, if she was going to miss it, she missed it on the right side of the ball. You want to make sure you're giving yourself a chance to pot it, so she did try to hit the correct side. She wasn't just going for the hit there. You got that right, Lance. Ellen is no joke. She's got game. Natalie also has game. I expect that match to go the distance. Oh, Carol's got evil intentions here. I think Kelly's only on 1 foul, but she could be on 2 really quick. And the 3rd one, Carol should be able to put her in jail with the 9 ball right there. So this is a must hit for Kelly. A little 1 rail. She might have a little of the 2nd rail. This bottom rail makes this hit a little bigger. Well, it's never easy to judge the angle when the cue ball is close to the rail like this. So we'll see what she comes with. Using the rest here is going to make this a little tougher as well. So the line she's on now, I believe she's got to hit this with a little pace. Well, the bonus is she moved the 9, so the 3rd foul is not easy. The problem is she put the 9 right in line with the 2. So if she can shape up the 2, this will be a fairly easy 2-9 combo. Take a 3-2 lead. Do I 2-stroke on the big tables? Sometimes, Todd. Depends how much I'm playing, how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling good, I don't take much more time on the big table than I do on the small table. Just try to fire them in nice and quick, keep my confidence up. Looks like the ladies are back on the other table racking. Ellen to break over there. Natalie's trying to get these balls frozen up. Nikki, they only did a round robin to qualify in this event because it is the championship of Division 2. So they wanted to do a true championship format, which is a round robin qualifying stage. Franklin, this is at Bullshooters in Phoenix, Arizona. Beautiful room here. They got a whole ton of tables. 18 7-foot diamonds. 5 9-foot diamonds. 14 9-foot gold crowns. A billiard table and what appears to be possibly 2 billiard tables back there. So a little bit of everything here. Shuffleboard, darts. They got a big darts tournament happening right now. They got some arcade games. They got ping pong table covers if you guys like ping pong. A little bit of everything. They even got a poker tournament happening today. So if you're ever in the Phoenix area, definitely come check it out. Bullshooters. Well, definitely, Nikki, check it out. Go to the playnapt.com website. You can find where all their tour stops are. See if one is in your area or somewhere close to your area that is not too far to travel, but this is definitely worth traveling to. There you go, Nikki. Looks like Sharon will give you some info. Maybe you can carpool with some people to a tournament or hop on a flight, share a room to save some costs. Definitely got to check it out. Milwaukee is watching. Oh, that's too bad, Nikki. Well, you can still come hang out, watch a little pool. It's always better live and in person. Maybe knock a few balls around while you're at it. So a really good shot by Ellen there. It was not easy to pot that ball with all that follow. She got pretty good on this 6 ball, but I think the play here is to go back and forth using 3 side rails. I'm not sure I like just trying to hold this off 2 rails. Makes the pot a little tougher, in my opinion. But we'll see how she feels about it. John, this is a ladies only tournament and it is not open. This is a Division 2, so no pros allowed and ladies only. But NAPT will have some more men's tour stops next year. So check out their website, see if you can find one nearby. You had to adult today, Nikki. Priorities are big. Pool has to be put on the back burner sometimes. But that's what we're here for. So you don't miss any of the action. Great shot by Ellen there. See if she can bear down and make this 9 ball. She had 2 shots on it last game. So there's quite a bit of pressure riding on this ball right now. Well, that's a great shot by Carol. She got a little unlucky to catch the horn. Mr. Zemp is back. Just in time to watch Ellen pocket that 9. She had a couple chances to get to 5 in the previous game, but she has arrived at 5. Better late than never, as they say. So I think I'll take the opportunity, maybe run to the washroom quick, and I'll be back in a couple minutes here, guys. I'll leave you
Sounds
with
good.
Grant until then.
So we'll watch Carol here take on this 7-ball to the side pocket, or sorry, Kelly to the side pocket. She may elect to run this down to the corner. She does have it into the side. I know on the stream it looks like it won't go to the side, but real life says it will go to the side, but she may elect to put this down to the corner to get a little bit better shape on the 8-ball. Just has to watch out for the other side pocket. Yeah, so overcut it. Those balls are actually hanging in the pocket and jammed on the left-hand table. See if we can get you in a little bit closer and kind of show you what is going on in that corner, because those balls are actually in the pocket. So I'm going to send this over. I know that we're still maneuvering the camera around here, but check that out. I agree. Yeah, the 4 should actually be ruled in the pocket. That should have been why they called the ref, absolutely, but they're calling to watch the hit on the 1? And it is a good hit. But that 4 ball, because it was into that pocket, should be ruled as a pocketed ball. However, they called the ref just to watch the shot. And a nice safety there from Ellen. That will bring Natalie to the table with a tougher hit on this 5 ball, probably underneath 2 rails. Oh, is the 5-8 wire to the corner, in which case I'm going to go side rail. If that 5-8 is wired to this corner, she's got a really good chance to make this and retain shape. I don't think she saw it. I think that 5-8 was wired to the corner, but she didn't see it. Elected to try to play the safe instead. Overhit that cue ball a little bit. But 5-6 is no easy task. Slightly under hit from Ellen there. And Kelly takes the lead on the right-hand table. Y'all have your own rules down here, I see. Do I cut the 9 in? She's too low, I think, on that 6 ball. even to play the carom, I think she's a little too low on that 6. At least from the angle that I get to see it at. Now, she is eyeballing it, but I think I'm just going to play the safe. She missed it on the right side and still is good. I would have done exactly that, just not as hard with the cue ball. And it looks like the girls on the far right-hand table have decided to take their break, so we'll go back in on one table here until they get back. Nice little safety back from Natalie. Yeah, I think you're right, Susan. I know the 4 ball for sure should have been considered a pocketed ball there. And I think the actual rule is in pocketing the 4, if the 1 naturally falls in, then the 1 is also considered pocketed. If the 1 would fall naturally without the 1 falling in as well, then it's just the 4 that is pocketed. One rail hit, came up a little bit short there. Puts the 8 into the pocket, which brings Natalie to the table. See if she can get back one of the games here and keep Ellen off of the hill. And with the 6 and the 7 and the 9 left on the table, given this layout, I would suspect we'll see Natalie get to 4 here.
Bullshooters would like to thank all our dart, pool players, poker players, everybody for coming in today. We're doing a shift change in 15 minutes, so our waitresses and Jamie and Trey will be getting off. So if you want to close your tabs, you can, or we will switch them over.
Sorry guys, just got somebody on the microphone here in the pool hall. Oh, Tasha, the dart teams are and have been doing shots all day. And it's quite honestly something, I mean, with a pool hall of this size, I get it. They've got 18 dart tables, 18 7-foot diamond tables, 5 9-foot diamond tables, 14 9-foot gold crowns. So, I mean, I fully understand as to why they have all the dart tournaments and so on and so forth. However, usually when we bring in or people bring in the NAPT, they kind of get a priority on the room, but that has not been the way it is here. And nothing wrong with that. It's just an adjustment that the NAPT have to make. And Natalie makes a nice shot there. As I predicted, 5-4. And looks like Mr. Francis is back as well.
Had to go warm up a little. It's kind of chilly in here.
It is chilly in here, and my back was getting really, really sore there. Getting a headache from the microphone.
It's because you wear it backwards.
It is because I do wear it backward.
It's pressing on your temple.
Yeah, drunks with darts, you gotta love it. Probably not the safest thing that I've ever seen, but to each their own. I would have probably already accidentally hit somebody with a dart, especially if I was drinking.
Well, I've been watching a little bit over there, and they're pretty good.
Oh yeah,
they're pretty good. I've seen a lot of triple 20s been hit over there, so they know what they're doing. They're definitely having a lot of fun.
And a nice break from Ellen there. Gets a look at the 1 ball.
She's got a look.
Turtle, what's going on, my man? It's been a minute. Been a while since you've been on. But welcome back.
Yeah, welcome. You'll be happy to see they're using the turtle rack named after you.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. Like I said, it's like I get it. I get it from a room owner perspective and where they're coming from. I get it. Simply an adjustment that the pool players have to make.
One of the toughest things about this game is adjusting to conditions.
You bet.
Whether that be outside noise or distractions.
Well, and I mean, there's certainly been places that we've traveled to where even the waiting staff don't really understand, and they're walking into shots and walking through tables and all those kinds of things. So, I mean, you certainly have to be able to adapt and adjust your game to your surroundings.
How about last weekend with 72 tables in one room and about 2,000 people?
That will do it for sure.
You want to talk about distractions?
Yeah.
We actually had a player get bumped.
Yes,
right
that was
after he
actually
shot
on the
a
live
ball
stream.
in a big match.
Big match.
In a big team match, in a big game.
Yeah.
And he banked a ball on the side and was bumped pretty much immediately after he released his final stroke. So it didn't really affect his shot, but it was very close to affecting his shot.
It was, yeah.
So that's something you can't really adjust to, but definitely the noise and the crowd is something worth working on your game for. It looks like the ladies are back on the other table, ready to break.
Well, we'll go over to this good old split screen now that they're back.
And Kelly's mishit the one ball on the wrong side of the one and scratched in the opposite side. So a ball in hand for Carol here to try to retake the lead.
With a nice looking table. 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6 is probably the bigger challenges on this this layout.
Nice shot by Ellen there with a good look on the 3. If she can shape up this 5, everything looks good from there.
Would have to agree with you. And guys, once again, if you are tuning in or just tuning in, help us out, share the stream up. Absolutely, Turtle. Get it done, buddy. Good to hear that you're playing lots, too. Nice stroke there. She hit that good.
She hit that really, really good. That was not an easy shot.
Carol with a nice shot on the 3. Gets position on the 4. Quite natural shape 4 to the 5. However, you got to make sure you get some angle on that 5 ball.
That or get dead straight in where you can draw up the rail, but I'd rather have an angle to draw to the right side of the 6.
Yeah, you bet.
And I think that may have been what caused her to miss the pot.
I agree.
She was a little concerned about where she was going to end up on the 5. Maybe took her eye off the ball a little bit. Catch you later, Turtle.
Yeah,
Thanks for
have
tuning
fun
in,
tonight, buddy.
So let's see if Ellen can put a little stroke on this ball and get some shape on the 7. This is a very, very big rack in this match.
It really is. And you know what? With Natalie being down in the match a few games, not giving up, I like to see the heart.
She has dug in and made this tight. She's going to make Ellen work for it. She's not just going to hand it to her.
Nice shot there, too.
Ellen's looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, it looks like she's kind of found her little comfort zone. She's striking the ball well.
How about a slip stroke? Not recommended unless your last name is Reyes.
Yeah.
Or Bustamante.
Anything on the Filipino side.
Definitely, I would not recommend it. But to each their own. I mean, if you practice anything enough, you can perfect it.
Nikki, where's the rest of Arizona? And just as I say that, she kind of did a chicken wing with that last shot there.
I don't think she kept her wrist very straight there, and that's
No.
what caused her to miss the ball.
Yeah.
Big opportunity for Natalie here. Very big game. Very big
bet.
3 shots here.
Well, 6-4 or 5-5. That puts the pressure directly on Ellen.
Something I strive for a lot is just to keep my opponent off the hill. So
yeah,
that way you can still afford one mistake as long as they're not on the hill. Sometimes you can afford one mistake depending whose break it is.
Yeah. Depending on who your opponent is.
Absolutely. So do you stay below the 8 here, or do you draw above it?
I draw above.
Look outside pocket.
She's good.
She's okay.
Except she's a little straight.
The only thing that's going to save her here is that the 9 is fairly close to the pocket.
Yeah. So what do you do here, Ben? With this straight-in shot, if this is dead straight, are you just going to roll forward to lessen the angle or try to draw back and get a closer shot with a steeper cut?
I try to draw and get closer with the steeper cut. But I think she might be able to pinch the pocket a little.
Yeah, just squirt a little bit.
And get out a little to the left of where the 8 is now. Just like that.
She hit that good.
She did well there.
What a nice stroke on that.
Very nice. Just got to bear down, pot this 9, square it up at 5, and then
Absolutely.
it's anybody's match to be won.
That I would agree with. And there's really nothing to worry about here. Pot the ball.
Yeah, really, you only got to watch the 2 rails in the corner where she's standing.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to hit it hard enough to even come close to that.
I wouldn't think so either.
Tickles the whole pocket, but it falls. We
Wiggled
are tie
it
ball
in.
game. It is a tie ball game.
As predicted, this match would be close. These ladies are giving the fans what they want to see.
And so for some of the other players out there, when you get into these pressure type of situations, this is the game where you kind of want to make sure you win this one. This puts you on the hill. It gives you 1 or 2 chances to clinch the match.
Great shot by Kelly there. She came with a nice bank. She came with a real nice bank right in the heart of the pocket. Good shape on the 9. Try to take a 4-2 lead here.
Yeah. And again,
Also wiggled
tickles
in
the pocket.
All right, couple of good matches we got going on here.
Yeah. So in this 5-5 match, this is the one I really try to kind of relax but ultra focus on. I want to be on the hill first here.
Big rack. More so for Natalie because it's going to be Ellen's break next. So Natalie's definitely wanting to win this frame.
And an interesting spot with the 1 ball. Can she see even enough of that to cut that in?
I think with a little right siding, you can throw that in. Just going to take a closer look and probably get a ref to watch this. Can't hurt.
And it looks like Natalie is doing just that. She is calling a ref.
Always better to be safe than sorry on these kind of
Absolutely.
situations.
So we'll throw up one of our sponsors here, guys, Jacoby Custom Cues. If you haven't done so already, make sure you go onto their Facebook page, smash their like button, check all their gear out on their website. A lot of cool stuff on there.
Good shot there. Really no ref required, but always better to be safe than sorry. So good call there on having the ref take a look at that. Ellen's going to have to come with a big stroke here to draw all the way downtown for the 3 next.
Yeah, that's a big stroke.
She's looking at maybe just taking what she can get and cutting the 3 from around maybe the diamond just above the side. So she's going to want about 2 feet of draw here. Oh, she's shot the window.
Greetings from Phoenix City, Alabama. I wasn't aware that there was a Phoenix City in Alabama. But welcome to the live stream.
So is it Phoenix maybe? Maybe it's Phoenix. There's no O.
That could be. Could be a typo, maybe.
Could be.
I think I agree with you. Both are very good players. Both are sweethearts. But I gotta root for Natalie. She's the Canadian girl. We're from Canada, so we gotta root for our hometown girl. Or home country girl.
So this is another situation where the closed bridge off the rail would give you a little better accuracy, but she's obviously practiced that higher bridge quite a bit because she executed that shot fairly well. It's going to be a little tough to get to the 5, though.
So how are you going to get here, Ben?
Bottom right.
Off one rail.
One rail above the side, and the right spin is going to juice you down near the 9 ball. And you got to be careful you don't just draw that straight in the side pocket, though.
Absolutely.
She could potentially draw below the side around the 6. Either way, this is a very, very difficult shot.
There you go. It is Phoenix City. Sounds like Phoenix. And she gets it anyway with the shape.
She did hit it as intended, though, above the side with the right spin to drag you down.
And sometimes when you play the right shot, even though you miss, you get rewarded.
You get rewarded for the right shot. I'm a big believer of that. Gail's played Natalie several times at RTC. What's RTC?
I believe Regional Tour.
Oh, Regional Tour Championship.
Champion, yeah.
I thought you were maybe trying to say ATC, which would have been the Ashton Twins Classic.
Yeah.
Which is one of the best events for these ladies of the entire year as far as prize money goes.
Yeah, that one's up in our hometown, Calgary, Alberta.
10,000 Canadian dollars added to that event last year, and they're looking at the same or more this year.
Well, and the good thing about that is for all of the ladies that come up from the United States, they get a 30% discount on travel right off the hop.
That I did not know.
The exchange rate.
Oh. See, I thought Joanne was throwing them a bone or something for traveling.
No. Our governments are throwing them the bone for traveling.
Right.
Oh, nice cut there.
Yeah, great shot by Carol.
Really nice shot there.
There's not much she can do with the 3 ball next.
So are you going to pot the 2 and play position to give yourself a good safe option on 3? Or are you going to play safe on the 2?
I'm going to shoot the 2 and try to draw off the side rail into the 3.
And break out.
And if I don't get the breakout, then I find a safe.
I like it. I like the aggression.
Well, look at this opportunity for Natalie.
Absolutely, to take the lead in the match.
I believe this will be her first lead of the match if she can pocket these 3 balls. Clark, I don't believe it will be at Top Shots.
No. Well, and we can't say no either. No decisions have been made officially yet. The chances of it being held there are slim, though.
I think that was maybe just a thought,
It was.
but I feel like they have found a better venue now. We
They
just
have.
cannot release that information yet.
That's right.
But
Correctamundo, as they say.
definitely check it out, though. Should be a poster up fairly soon. Definitely worth traveling for. Around the 8. Oh, she didn't get around it. She's got a tough shot here. She's got to cut this in the side or the bottom left and let that cue ball go a little bit.
I think I actually like cutting that into the side pocket.
See, and I would cut this in the corner and swing 3 rails.
Yes. I figured you would. I like that side pocket because I feel like I can control the cue ball a little better.
That would be the key to the side, is you don't have to do quite as much with the cue ball.
Right? It's a tougher shot, but easier cue ball control.
I think both shots are equally tough. As far as pocketing the ball, I think they're both very tough shots.
Yep.
Kind of a feel shot, depends what you like here. Oh, she hit it hard.
Does she get the reward,
She's
though?
getting behind the 9. Oh,
Almost,
not
but
quite.
you know, not too bad. She's left some distance here.
And a little bit straight. She's got a little bit of angle. I think she can go forward. Off 1 rail around middle table.
Yeah. Jump cues are definitely allowed here. We saw a couple of them brought out yesterday and used really effectively.
Couple of great jump shots yesterday.
I actually think it was it the mathematician that had the shot of the tournament yesterday?
She had the 2 rail kick in the side.
2 rail kick. Who had the jump shot?
It
The
was
jump shot up onto the rail and off.
was Jay, I believe. Believe it was
it
Jay.
I thought it was before Jay's match. I can't remember. Anyway, they definitely are in full effect.
Good shot.
Really nice stroke there from Ellen.
Yeah, very smooth follow through.
Oh, look at this shot.
Well, she's going to wish she hit that harder because that 5 was wired. And it looked like the table had a bit of a roll there.
A little bit of an out-turn roll.
Which could be good information for future games if you were paying attention.
You bet. I think I noticed that a few matches ago that corner had a little bit of a roll to it.
It could just be the new cloth too. It kind of slides instead of rolls.
I feel like the pace of that 5 ball rolling up the rail would have taken away any of the slide possible up there.
There was definitely no spin on the ball, so
No.
it wasn't the spin.
Ellen is laser focused on that 9.
Great shot.
Really well done.
Yeah. That'll put her on the hill first, and she's going to be breaking to try to win the match.
So we'll see if our prediction comes true here, Ben, and we have our first hill-hill match.
Well, I felt like it was either going hill-hill or one of these ladies was going to win 7-5, so it's been tight as predicted.
Okay, so I will say we're going to go hill.
Well, I hope so because I'm cheering for Natalie, so
Yes.
I'm hoping it'll at least go hill-hill. And a pretty good look for Carol here. All she's got to do is pot the 4, get shape on the 5, and the 6-9 is a hanger.
Are you going to shoot the gap between the 6-7 to get there?
Absolutely, a little right spin. She crashed the 7 and missed the pot, but she hasn't sold out. Kelly's going to have to try to find a safe here.
Okay, so Natalie with an opportunity.
Yeah, the first shot at this table.
1 to the 2 might be a little bit difficult here. Can you go underneath the 4?
I think you have to draw underneath the 4 up that left-hand side rail. Take what you can get on the 2 ball.
Yeah.
I don't like trying to punch across to the right-hand side because the 4 is sort of in the way and so is the side pocket. So this is kind of that soft draw shot with a little right-hand side to help you up the rail.
Oh,
Or
wow.
a lot of right-hand side.
She hit that pure. That was a really pure stroke.
She gave it the full stroke there. Got some nice juice on that ball. I think she's going to try to play safe here. She could cut this 2 ball in, just a tougher position on the 3.
And you got to watch the side pocket or the corner pocket. Well,
big chance for Ellen.
Yeah, and if there's anything positive that can come from that shot is if you are going to miss and scratch, do it early.
On the 2 ball. Don't do it on the 8 ball.
Yeah.
She's going to make Ellen work for this win. But I don't see too much stopping her if she gets on the 4 nice to get to the 5 nice. Everything looks pretty good.
She's got to go traveling a little bit here. 6 to the 7, 7 to the 8.
Well, I'm surprised she would just line that straight in and play the draw. I thought she would go to the top rail.
Yeah.
That way she could get a little closer to the 3, but that shouldn't be a problem. All she has to do is stun this 3 in. Just wants to make sure she doesn't end up straight in on the 4. Angle either way is fine.
Even if she ends up straight in on that, she can always just draw straight back and put the 5 to the top. But you're correct, a little bit of angle is always good. Gives you something to work with.
She might actually just roll this in with a little bit of forward spin on the cue ball. That way she should get angle on the 4 towards the top rail.
Do you use a stun follow stroke there?
She did. And she did really well at that. Nice little stun follow stroke. That was the correct shot. That makes potting the ball easier. And you don't leave the option of the table rolling out on you.
And you can tell that Ellen has got her focus on.
Well, she knows she's got to close this out right now.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to give Natalie another sniff at this match. I think the play here is pretty much just top on the cue ball.
I think so too.
Up to the rail.
A little bit of right hand.
Yeah.
She hit it perfect.
That is absolutely perfection. And a nice shot by Kelly on the right-hand table with a good look at going up 5-2 here if she can shape up this 8 ball.
A little bit of a tougher shape here. I think you're going to just pot this with, again, a bottom, maybe a stun stroke, and just kind of take what the table gives you here.
I think she can draw to the right side of the 8. But it is going to require a good shot.
That's awfully close to that side pocket. Sorry? Yeah.
Good. Oh, she wiggled that ball in. She's got a real tester on this 8 ball now.
She does. The only good thing about that is she really doesn't have to do anything. Put all your energy into making the 8 ball and auto shape for the 9.
Yeah, just don't let the cue ball find a pocket.
Yeah.
Is all you're trying to avoid here. You can get a shot on the 9 from just about anywhere.
Yeah.
And Ellen is really eyeing up this 6 ball. And if she gets on the 7, I think that's going to be curtains for this match.
I think so too.
The winner will move on. The loser will go out in, I believe, 17th through 24th place.
Oh, and she wiggles the 8-ball, but does she get the safety?
I think she's got about a half ball cover.
I think she got full ball. Full ball in there. We might see.
She might be able to see just enough of this.
We might see Kelly go get a jump stick here. Maybe?
I think the swerve would be the play because you only need to hit the edge of that 8.
Yeah. Can you get it off the back rail?
Flat queuing so she can see it.
She saw it all.
Where's this gonna
Alas,
park?
I was wrong.
This is not bad.
No, that's a very makeable. Whoa, that 7 tickled its way in on the left-hand table. She was sitting perfect on the 8-ball.
She was probably holding her breath there.
I bet. Oh.
No, jump cues are allowed, Wayne. Yeah, she doesn't have a very long backstroke. That is correct, Wayne. Ken? Not Wayne.
Ken win.
Ken win. And Wayne, who commented above you. Not the longest backstroke.
Jump cues are allowed. Oh, did she overcook it? Did she overcook it and put it in the pocket?
Adrenaline stroke. She gave it the adrenaline stroke.
She did. That gives Natalie a gift to go hill.
And that puts Natalie at a huge favorite now because that's really going to be in Ellen's head.
Absolutely.
If she gets another opportunity to win this match. She's going to be thinking that she already had it sealed.
Yep.
And it looks like Kelly won. So she's up 5-2.
Wow.
Hill as predicted.
Well, guys, we'll throw up a sponsor while these ladies are racking. The Mike Burton Home Team, Remax Realty Professionals, based out of Calgary, Alberta. If you are in the market to either buy or sell, they are the ones to get a hold of. They are the best in the business. It is Mike Burton and Mike Abu, along with Janet and Brooke. Not only are they best in the business when it comes to the real estate game, when it comes to the pool game, they are pool players themselves. Appreciate everything that Mike Burton is doing for us. And stay tuned, guys. Make sure you check out our Facebook page as they'll be posting on some different campaigns and promos.
All right, I think they're going to hug it out. No, they're going to handshake it.
They're handshaking it.
Nice.
That means they both want it.
So I'm thinking maybe we'll switch to a full screen view for this hill battle here.
I think that would be appropriate.
I feel like that would be the appropriate play.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Chad. We appreciate all you guys out there watching. Without all you great fans, it's just Grant and I talking to each other.
Yeah, not as fun.
Look at this. She's made 3 balls. And she's got to look at the 2.
Clobbered that break.
Real thin cut on this 2, but if she can make this and shape up the 3, I like her chances of finishing this off right here. You know what, Lance? Everybody does that. That's what I refer to as the adrenaline stroke.
100%. I've done that more times than I care to admit.
Often I have to talk myself into under-hitting the ball in those situations because I know the adrenaline is there and I know I'm going to overhit it.
Yeah.
And then quite often I underhit it by a
lot. But you spear balls in with the best of them. So you can certainly recover from those. What a battle this has been.
She overcut it and hasn't.
She's still left at a half table tough cut.
She has not left this easy, and the position on the 3 is equally as tough. You could put a ton of right siding to try to hold this off the second rail, but the pot is just as tough as the shape.
I kind of feel if you put a lot of right-hand siding on, you're going to do what I always do, which in this given scenario is to catch the horn and hook myself on the 3. That happens to me more often than I care to admit again.
I think it would be a risky play. I actually think you play it a little heavier and just take what you can get on the 3. Kind of like this, but watch the pocket. No, that pocket's eating her alive.
It really is. Wow.
She can't believe it either. She says, why is that pocket so big for the cue ball and so small for the object ball?
Right? That pocket shrinks by half when you're shooting a 9 ball in it. All right, so if you're Natalie, what do you do here, Ben? You got ball in hand with the 3 ball.
Well, really only one good shape shot required, and it's nice to have ball in hand on the shape shot.
I agree, and I kind of like where she's putting it.
I think I draw around the 5, so I don't bring the 5 into play. Side rail, around the 5, out near middle table. Don't try to do too much here. Just make sure you get a shot. Actually, shooting the 3 from behind in the top right might not be a bad play either. That way you're just playing top spin to get to center table, but the pot would be missable if you did it that way. So
yeah, I kind of like putting the cue ball where on the right side of the 5 ball, leaving myself the angle that way, and for me it's a straight draw over for the 4.
Or even the 1 rail between the 4-9.
Yeah, well, she went your way. Took the 5 out of the equation.
I feel like this was probably the safest play, but possibly not the correct play.
I kind of like where mine is. I feel it gives me a little bit more control to go over, because I just need, even if I'm straight on the 4, I can roll up and 5 is there.
Well, you'd like to be straight on the 4, absolutely. This is, now she's got to roll this ball in or stun follow it,
yeah,
which is
and
a bit risky.
It's a roll up from a long shot. So I kind of like putting my cue ball with that ball in hand would have been to the right side, almost straight up from where the 3 ball was, and just straight draw it over.
Well, no arguments with what she did, because this is going to work just fine. She's straight in on the 5 in the top right with the 8 hanging over the side. This could be it. This is the shot.
This is it. And at this point in the match, you have to know this is the game-winning shot. So put your energy into this 5 ball.
All you got to do is pot this ball, and it's pretty much over. And I really like what Kelly's doing on the other table. She's noticed that it's hill, and she's going to stay out of the way until Natalie finishes this rack.
Absolutely.
Maximum respect given. This is going to tickle the rail.
Oh, no. My God, how does that not fall?
That would fall on the gold crown.
It sure would.
But
this is a diamond table.
But with how deep that ball is.
Wow.
This is no easy
shot.
You got to play rail first.
You do have to play rail first.
And you got to go
rail
around.
First on the side rail.
This is tricky because it's really deep. Oh, well, Natalie is not going to be happy with herself if she doesn't get back to this table.
No doubt. Wow, how does the 5 not drop there? I thought she hit it perfect.
I knew she hit it a little wide, but I still thought it was in. Well, this tail is not over yet.
So obviously you want to come around 3 rails below center table on the right side to play the 8 into the side pocket.
You know, I might be more inclined to play this softer and play the 8 in the corner.
Oh.
I just feel like it's the safer play. If I try to go around 3 rails, I could hook myself on the 9, which seems to happen quite often in these situations. The only ball I can hook myself on is like a beach ball.
That is very true.
So I might go with the safer play here and
I just don't like it being that close to the side pocket. You get off on the wrong angle there,
yeah,
and now you're in Never Never Land.
Oh,
Just-
talk about never, never land.
Just like that, right?
She didn't catch enough of the side rail first. How about a tester here?
Yeah, this is both a stroke test, a nerve test. This is going to test it all right here.
Well, and like I brought up earlier, she's already had a good opportunity to win this match, so this is twice as hard.
This is in her head right now, which is why I think we're going to see her take her time here.
She's going to make sure she makes a good decision here. And I think the only real decision is to cut this ball in.
Yeah, there's there's no safety here.
Well, you know
I think I'm not going to give my opponent any more shots at the table. I'm hill. I got nowhere. I'm going for this right here, right now.
You know what the safe is to play this 2 rails and try to get to the side rail on the right-hand side on the middle diamond. That way you guarantee you don't sell out. Maybe you leave a bank. You might even hook her on the 9.
The problem I have with doing something like that, especially hill, adrenaline is going to come into play. It is now, and I'm going to either overcook it or undercook it, and I see more often than not when you try to play a safe this way, one of two things happen. Either you miss the safe and you sell it, or somebody makes a really good shot.
A bank or something.
Yeah, I kick it in. I'm more a fan of just kicking the door down, take the win.
This is a really tough shot. I know personally I would be cutting this ball in and going for the win, but it's a risky play because if I miss it, it's all over. Put the 8 ball back where the cue ball is. I'd love to see how you do that, Todd. You might have to spot me more in one pocket if you know that shot. So there is one other shot here, and it's a snooker shot. And so you jack up just a little, and you hit this with stun follow, and you send the 8-5 rails. If you can get it to the 5th rail, it's safe.
It is true.
That's not a very often used shot in 9 ball.
It's not. Oh, she did try the safety.
If she didn't clip that 9, she was selling out.
Yeah, absolutely. This is why I'm more a fan. You were that close to selling that match out. In that position, I know I'm going to have adrenaline. I'm just going to calm myself, and my only concentration is to pot the 8. I don't have to worry about going around 2 rails, 1 rail, where I'm going to leave the cue ball. I'll have to make a decision here. For me, that was all pocket the 8.
So do you bank this, or do you duck behind the 9?
Now I'm ducking. If I'm Natalie here, I'm going to give it back. I'm going to put the pressure back
Absolutely.
on Ellen,
Duck
and I'm going to duck it.
That's what she's doing.
And even she leaves it up like this, it's still
Nothing wrong with this.
no, because it's in Ellen's head right now.
And
Because you're on the rail and you have to put a stroke on this ball.
so again, what's the play here? Do you bank it to the top right with a 2-way cue ball?
Good option.
Because I don't think you can jack up and spear this in at hill.
Not with
And-
adrenaline and the fact that she's missed now twice where she had the match to clinch.
And going forward is super tough. Yeah, she's eyeing up the bank.
I
There's
think
a
that's
lot
the right
of ways.
shot.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can come out with a pretty good 2-way here.
Yeah.
So you want to bank this towards the top right, and you want to send the cue ball 2 rails just where she's pointing now and get it down near the 9. Worst case, you're leaving it long. Just don't hang the bank. And you never know, you might just make the bank.
Yeah.
You might just
I mean,
make
that's
it.
best case scenario. You make the bank, you bring the cue ball down to this end of the table with nut shape on the 9 ball.
Absolutely correct, Gail.
Oh, absolutely, Paul.
Massive heart showed by both these ladies.
Yeah, and no matter what, if that
That's the
cue ball
second
doesn't get in
time.
the way, that's twice.
It's the second time she's got a good rub like
Yeah.
that.
But if that cue ball doesn't get in the way, that 8 is buried into that pocket.
Yeah.
She would have made that bank all day. But like I was trying to say there, no matter what happens in this match, these ladies deserve the biggest praise because what a match.
This has been a great match.
This has been a really, really good match.
So do you thin this ball and try to get the cue ball behind the 9?
I don't know here. Now I don't know what because my adrenaline's going to be kicking big time here.
Oh, she tried to play distance again. This is fine.
Yeah,
Nothing
no
wrong with
problems
this.
here. Again, you got to put a massive stroke on this ball.
Yeah,
And there is no cross bank option here.
No, now you got to pot this.
Now you got to come in. Now you got to bring it.
You got to
If
play.
you're Ellen, you got to bring it here. There's no choice. You got to dig deep, hit this 8-ball with a stroke, put the ball in the hole, get shape, kick the front door down, take the match.
Top inside juice and watch the right-hand side pocket.
That's it.
And you would be shocked how many times this side pocket eats up that cue ball in this situation.
It's happened a few times today already.
Here we go. This is the shot, the match shot.
In the heart, look outside pocket.
Oh,
wow.
The whole room was holding their breath there.
Yeah, right?
She's still got to test her on this 9 with
still-
the cue ball close to the rail. But
Absolutely. But
let's see.
wow, way to bring the stroke there.
That was a big stroke.
Beautiful, smart play.
That was a big stroke.
You got to kick in the front door there. So now you got to calm it down, take the adrenaline back, take a walk around the table, a lap or two.
She did. She took the lap, which I loved right away. She
Absolutely.
did the full lap.
Shake out the arms. And do nothing but concentrate on potting this 9-ball for the win.
So another good point here is don't try to ignore the nerves.
No.
Embrace the nerves. Let them fuel you to make a good shot. Because if you try to pretend like those nerves aren't there, you're lying to yourself.
You bet. She just smiled to herself.
This
One
is good.
more check, refocus.
I like what she's doing here.
You bet. And Natalie's over there. In the heart it goes. Well done, Ellen. I hate to see my country girl lose, but dang, what a match. Beautiful match. Well played by both. Unbelievable. Inside was right-hand juice. You got it, Paul. Wow. Well, let's jump over here. We can go full table on this one now. What a match.
I feel very disappointed that one of those ladies is not going to continue through the tournament.
I agree.
Because they both played fantastic.
Such heart from both ladies. And Natalie, let me tell you something, girl. You got nothing to hang your head about. Nothing.
No, she put together a really great match. And she played a really smart shot, and Ellen came with 2 great shots.
She did. And she did the right things at the end of the game.
Yeah.
She made the right plays. She made the right shots.
Yeah, you gotta tip your hat to your opponent making a great shot like that.
Yeah,
2 great shots.
You know what? Listen, that 8-ball shot from Ellen to pump that in with right-hand spin to even give herself a chance at that 9-ball, huge props.
And the 9 under pressure was no easy shot.
That is a cooker.
Not to mention, scratching on the 8 in the previous rack just made everything way harder than it had to be, right?
Absolutely. I love the battle. And, you know, we've said this a few times, but both ladies talk about the heart. The heart in both. What a well-played match.
Impressive. I'm glad we got to witness that. And a really nice show of sportsmanship from Natalie there.
Absolutely. So we'll finish
Came
off
back
with
over and congratulated her. Carol and Kelly are at 5-3.
5-3.
This match is tightening up as well.
It is.
Not sure who's up next, Gail, but we shall find out and let you all know.
Yeah.
Well, and I believe Natalie has...
I got to go check the weather after that match, man. My adrenaline got going too much. What a good match that was. I can't believe it.
Fantastic match.
That was unbelievable.
Let's see if Kelly and Carol can top it. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
That.
That's going to be a tough one to top.
I think that was
that one should have been the finals right there.
Right. I think that was the match of the day, folks.
You bet. The match of the day, and neither one of those girls has anything to hang their head about, man. They played their hearts out. Love to see it.
Yeah, that's really nice to see.
All right, guys, I'm going to jump off, leave you with Mr. Francis here for a quick 5 minutes while I run out and check the weather. Make sure it's still sunny here.
Good attempt by Carol there to pocket the 1, but she's hung it in the jaws, so big chance for Kelly here to get on the hill. The only tough ball I see is the 5, but it will go in the top right if you get the correct shape on the 4 in order to get short side on it. First she has to worry about getting from the 1 to the 3 is no easy task. Well, she's got a couple of options here. She can thin it. She can send the cue ball into the 9 and get the 3 up table. We'll see what she chooses here. Ah, she went for the bank, which I don't mind. Is this gonna go in this lower right? It sure is, right in the heart. And she broke out the 5. How's that for a roll? Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate that. We do our best. So I don't see much stopping her now. A little soft draw here. Don't need to do too much with this cue ball to get on the 5. Ah, she forgot one key element to the shot. Snow blizzard in Nebraska. Well, that's no fun, John. I'll see if I can work on a little side view for you guys for this table as well. Just so you guys can get another little angle to look at, I'll switch it to this screen for a moment. Give you guys a different look. Little mishit, I think. Is Carol playing safe here? She certainly was attempting to. Slightly overhit. I think she just didn't like where the 6 ball was, and she'd rather put the pressure on Kelly. Gale, it is 5:35 here. Mike likes the angle. Well, it's much clearer because it's a much more expensive camera. That is our PTZ optics camera. Pan, tilt, zoom optics. They make one nice looking camera. What is a little bit of a better angle, I would have to agree. So I'll leave you guys here for a little bit. Ah, that's a great shot, but she's lost the cue ball a little bit. Froze up to that 5. She's going to have to find a safety here. And I'm not sure if it's an easy one. I think she can thin this and miss the 9. Push the 5 sort of behind the 6. Leave the cue ball long up table. I bet it looks good on your 4K monitor, Sean. So she's going to go the other way, which I don't mind. And I think the intention here is going to be to send the cue ball 2 rails, possibly behind the 7. Two rails behind the 7. Pretty good shot. I do believe she has covered. I think we'll be able to tell a little better from this angle, guys. So I'll give you a quick look at what Carol is eyeing up here. Well, thank you, Gregory. We appreciate that. And best of luck. Correction, you already won. Now you got the awards banquet. Well, have fun. Awards banquets are always fun, especially when you're the one getting the award. So a little safety exchange on the 5 ball here. Okay, good shot by Kelly there. She can shape up this 7. The only other problem will be the 8 to the 9. Okay, she needs the rest here, also known as the mechanical bridge, or the moose head. Well, she's got a little more angle on the 7 than she would like. Which I think isn't bad because she needs angle on the 8. So to just roll this in, she should have angle around middle table on the 8. Should lead her to the 9.
Sorry, guys, had to give props to Ellen and Natalie there.
Props all around for sure. They both deserved it.
Yeah,
like I
they
said,
both played really, really well.
I hate to see one of them be out of this tournament because they both deserve to carry on, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. I agree. It's too bad that was a B-side match. I would have loved to have seen Natalie carry on in this, but when I was talking to her, she's really happy with how she played. She's got nothing to hang her head about, and she played that match really well. They both did.
Oh, that's a great, great shot that Kelly just made there. Really underrated how tough it was to pot that ball and go back and forth.
Yeah, you bet. So 2 rails underneath for 9 to the top right.
Diana, we have Carol and Kelly playing right now. I left it on this side view because it seems to be what the fans like. They like the clearer picture from our PTZ.
It is a pretty clear picture from that camera.
The split screen, we don't currently have a match playing on the other table, but when we do have a match playing on both, we will hit you guys with the split screen.
Indeed.
So low English here and just avoid the right-hand side pocket. Ah, she stayed below. She chose to stay below it, and now she's got a real tester on this 9 ball.
This will be a stroke test.
What's happening, Mr. Pittman?
What is going on, buddy?
No, Kevin, I don't believe the wood shaft will ever end.
No, because you got a lot of people out there that just like the wood shafts. And you look at it from a price point perspective, and no, the wood shafts will never go away.
The carbon fibers are not cheap in price, let me tell you, but they are worth every penny.
Sure are. And we'll have a few here with CSL here in the next week or so. Hopefully before we head up to BC. Nice shot.
Very nice. And she was fairly happy with herself to have potted that ball. That
Absolutely.
That was
well done.
not
That's
easy.
To put her on the hill.
Not easy by any means there. Off the rail and lots of real estate. You got it right, Ken.
Yeah, that was definitely a stroke test, and she passed that test with flying colors.
She certainly did.
I think while they're racking here, we'll throw up one of our sponsors. Why not? The Jam Up Apparel. They have men's, they have ladies, they even have kids. Some of the best designs, in my opinion, in the apparel business for pool players. If you haven't done so already, guys, go onto their Facebook page, smash their like button, check them out on their website. A lot of cool things on there.
Smash it. Smash that like button, guys.
Smash it.
Smash ours while you're at it, too.
Indeed. 1 ball, almost.
Oh, this could be a race to the 3.
It's looking that way.
Unless she goes at it when she cuts this 1 in the side. I think they're going to move unless she plays some kind of draw to avoid it.
Well, does she have the option here to play this 1 to the side, maybe skin the 7, then off the rail, and then the 9 ball?
Oh, she
Look
hit
out.
the 7 full and almost made the 9. Wow. Well, she moved the 3-9, so it's no longer a race to the 3.
That happened before I could even go any further with what my thought was.
Yeah, you couldn't even finish your sentence there.
You blink, you miss.
All right, smart shot here. I like what she's done.
Absolutely. Put some real estate in between.
And she would have preferred to get behind the 6, but this is just fine.
Indeed. And Miss Valerie Bedard, how are you? It has been a minute.
It has been a minute.
You should have come down to this one. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help us out, show the ladies some love, share it up.
Right on the bottom left of your screen, that share button. Click it, smash it.
Smash it and monster mash it.
All right, this isn't worst case scenario. Tough to get on the 3.
So are you potting this to the top left with draw? Off the side rail, back down underneath the 6 ball?
Absolutely. I don't like the shot on the side. It's really thin.
That is super thin.
But that's what she's going to play. Oh, she's going to get
Does she get good off the horn?
Fortunate here.
And she is. That is full hook.
I feel like she was due for a roll.
I think so too.
She could have thinned it and came back and made the 9. That might have been an option, Tasha.
Absolutely.
Thin it with inside juice, send the cue ball towards the 9. I actually didn't mind that option.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to be down here, Valerie.
This is a really nice tournament at Bullshooters in Phoenix.
It sure is. NAPT Division II Championships. And the ladies are starting to bring the heat.
Well, it's picking up, I tell you. It is picking up.
And I've been really impressed with all of the girls with their basic fundamentals. They're really strong.
Yeah, all these ladies were taught well.
Yeah, I don't know who taught these ladies how to play, but whoever did, good on you. You're doing it right.
You call it junior rolls in Phoenix. Well, she played the smart shot there, which was
break apart any kind of possible combo.
Get the 3 away from the 9 and make her work.
Yeah, take the intentional foul.
And work she shall. Really only the 5 to the 6 is the key shot here. But there's a lot of ways she can play that 5 to the 6 depending on what angle she ends up with.
Absolutely.
I think she's going to end up with the angle where she's going to play 3 rails and shoot the 6 in the bottom left.
I would agree with you.
So she'll play this shot with top inside. Just got to make sure you get the speed right here. You don't want to underhit it. She could play draw, but it's a very tough shot to play draw.
It really is. I like that forward left, or forward right, I should say.
Well, this is
How
fine.
about just two and play it to the bottom right?
Yeah, just to the 3rd rail and to the same pocket. I like it.
And she's got a nice angle on that 6 to come off the end rail, back up table for the 7 to the top left.
Well, she's got to bring it here. She can't afford any more mistakes, especially late mistakes. And it's already too late in the balls to make any mistakes here with the 8 hanging over the side.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Slow up.
Yeah, she's okay. This is not bad. I think she'll pocket this. She might have the wrong angle on the 8, but it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, that you can put in from even about just less than 3/4 table. In Phoenix, we call it junior rolls.
Instead of jelly rolls, it's junior rolls.
Yeah. I think I'm a fan of the jelly roll. I like the jelly roll, not a junior roll.
It's all about the jelly.
Gotta have the jelly every now and again.
The peanut butter and jelly rolls.
So are you just gonna play this pocket weight?
Yeah, I don't try to do too much. It looks like she tried to do too much.
She did, and got behind one of the only balls on the table that you can do.
The worst of it. She
Yeah.
got the worst of it.
She
I
really
still favor her to kick this in off the top rail, but
Yeah.
much tougher than...
Are you gonna attempt the double rail, or are you gonna go single rail given where the 8 is?
I think I just play 1 rail here.
1 rail, yeah. Which is what she is looking at.
This is a fairly big pocket.
Yeah, I'd like to see her take some time with this one.
She's going 2 rails here where she's aiming. No, she went with the 1 rail, but she aimed a little too far to the right.
She did.
See if Kelly can close it out.
I would suspect that with how these balls are laying here, this should be a fairly easy closeout for Kelly.
Yeah, just top right spin and shoot the 9 in the same pocket.
That's it. Just don't underhit it.
That would be the key here. The other option is she could slow roll it in and play the 9 in the side, but I don't think I really like that.
Yeah.
I like going around it. You could technically play this with top inside, go 1 rail. That's sort of what she did there. Very nicely done.
Yep.
Not necessary to use more rails than you need, I guess.
I would agree.
How does the Thumper break cue compare to the Predator BK? It breaks like the BK, but it also jumps like the IQ. So you get the 2-for-1.
At half the price. There is your winner.
Another
Kelly
great match
takes
by
it
those
home.
two ladies.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll shut her down and restart it for the next match, which should be up in around 8 minutes time at 6 o'clock Mountain.
Provided they are running on time.
So if you haven't already, go to the Q Sports Live Facebook page, smash the like button.
I love it.
Go to the YouTube channel while you're at it.
Smash the big bell.
Smash the big bell, the subscribe button. The more you guys do that, the more we can bring you this kind of great coverage of these awesome tournaments. And thank you all for watching. We will be back in about 8 minutes. So on behalf of myself, Ben Francis, and the one and only Mr. Grant Zemp, thank you all for tuning in. We shall see you all shortly.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Much appreciated. We'll catch you in a few.